Dimension, another 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 dimension. Good morning, YouTube. It is I, Jake Wartooth. I'm back here again to talk to you for one of these daily videos. So, I got cut off last time when I was talking about superpowers. And I think I want to talk about superpowers more. Laser vision, right? Other than straight up murdering people, how many uses we got for laser vision? We want to maybe heat up some food before, before we have access to a microwave. Maybe we could, laser vision our moon pie, and then it's warm. That's a good use for laser vision, right? Melting the snow off of your driveway, laser vision. I mean, super speed, you could just shovel it really quick, super speed, you could just get your moon pie to a microwave quicker. Just saying. What other powers? Mind reading. God, wouldn't you hate that? So first of all, you have to think about some people don't think with words, right? Some people don't think in English, so some people think exclusively in pictures. So like mind reading would be like super trippy. Like it would be easy for me if you're a mind reader and you came around me, you'd just hear what you're hearing right now, but in my head, because that's how all my thoughts work. It's just an English monotone voice, just describe, and it's my voice. Like it's not like a robot voice. It's not like Stephen Hawking's up there. Stephen Hawking's in hell. I know what you did, Stephen Hawking. But yeah, so mind reading. I don't know how useful that would be. You'd kind of have to stay around people aren't thinking bad thoughts about you, and maybe everyone's thinking bad thoughts about you and all the time, and your worst anxieties are realized when you get your mind reading abilities, and then you just live in a world of horror. You're just like, oh shit, everyone's awful. I wish I never got mind reading abilities. But then again, it's like you could be a pretty good cop because you could ask a guy if he murdered someone, and if his brain he's like, okay, I gotta make sure I don't say I murdered them because I totally murdered them in his head, and you're just reading their thoughts. You're like, okay, well, at least I know this guy did it. And then you can goad more info out of him. You can be like, so where's the murder weapon? And they're like, okay, don't mention it's under the couch in my bedroom. Just don't mention that. In their head, they're thinking that. And the guy's like, all right, we're going to get a warrant for this guy's place because I got a feeling the murder weapon might still be around somewhere. So, that's a fun use case for mind reading. But again, I posit, if you had super speed, you could search that guy's house real quick. Now, we're skipping over a little bit of a legal stuff, right? So it's like you can't just break into someone's house without a warrant really fast. It's like you can't speed along the process of judicial bureaucracy and have a judge get you a warrant quicker with super speed. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So if you were to run and quickly search someone's house in a time frame that proves their guilt, perhaps you're doing so extrajudicially, which superheroes get away with that stuff in shows all the time. Cops get away with that stuff in shows all the time. So it depends on where your morality lies. Personally, in a real world scenario, I don't think anyone should be searching people's houses unless they have a warrant. Like that's legally what that is there for, right? But were I living in a world where I had super speed and I knew it was the only way. And it's like, how sanctimonious do I have to be to know something like that, right? It's like, I know he did it. I have super speed, so I know everything. It's like, no, you have super speed. You don't read minds, bro. You don't know. Maybe if I was friends with a mind reader, but that's not part of the question. The question is, what's the best superpower? And I don't think it is mind reading, but mind reading could be fun, you know. It could also be just upsetting a lot of the time, because it's like you could just be like walking around and then just hearing like, what is this ugly guy doing? And you're like, oh shit, why does this person think I'm ugly? I thought I looked okay today, you know. And then you got that ringing through your head all day. I don't know. Seems a little risky. There are gross, weird, mean people out there, and people are thinking much worse things than they're saying a lot of the time. So I feel like coming to terms with that would be like a whole thing. And you know, I don't know if I'd want to deal with that whole thing, reading minds. That's just me personally. I didn't finish talking about super strength, but I don't think super strength would be super useful in a lot of scenarios. Also, it's like you'd also have to like have super muscle control, because if you're just so strong that like, you know, you can do whatever, like you can do Superman type junk, throwing cars like they're nothing and throwing baseballs around the whole planet, stuff like that, you know. Like you'd also have to have super muscle control so you don't destroy anything you grab. Like imagine someone hands you a cup of water and you just crush it in your hand, and then you're like, oh sorry, can I get another glass please, maybe an indestructible one? And they're like, no, I don't carry indestructible glasses, I'm sorry. So like imagine you just have to get indestructible everything because you're just that strong. Just saying, if we're asking a genie for this wish, that might be what happened. Genies screw you over. They grant your wish, but they're like, you got to be real careful about it, bro. I'm gonna give you super strength, but I'm also gonna give you uncontrollable strength. Like, you're not gonna be able to step out of bed without plunging your foot into the ground, destroying your foundation of your home. You know, you're not gonna be able to open a door without ripping it off its hinges, you know. I think that's what a genie would do. That's what I would do if I were a genie and you wished from me to have super strength. I'd be like, okay, here you go. Me personally, I'm just saying, if I was a genie, I'm not a genie. Don't ask me for wishes. I'm not a genie. But if I were, you wouldn't be getting what you want. I'd make sure of it. I'd outsmart you. And no, you can't wish for more wishes. That's not allowed. Don't just think you can wish for more wishes all the time. I need more. I haven't drank enough water today. My throat feels so dry just talking for the small amount of time I've been talking to the camera. Normally when I record longer videos, I have a cup of water because I know I'll be talking for like 2 or 3 hours. These, I cap off at 10 minutes. I'm like, I gotta shut myself up at 10 minutes or I'll just keep talking forever about nothing, and then I'll go to edit it and have to cut everything out. And that happens quite often, honestly. And no, you can't have any of those videos. Never. Sorry about it. So, let's think of another superpower. Creating fire or controlling fire, right? Pretty baller, pretty cool. A lot of fun stuff you could do with that. Better than super speed? No, not by a long shot. Totally useless compared to super speed. Like, if you can run past flames so quickly that you can't even feel the heat, you know, like, come on, super speed wins. It's the Flash and Sonic the Hedgehog and Shadow the Hedgehog. They're just definitively the ultimate characters. No one can beat them. I don't make the rules. It's been 10 minutes, so I'm calling it. Have a good day.